What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another full workout vlog. Today we're going to be hitting legs. We're doing a variation of my previous leg workout. We're also going to cover our pre and post workout meals together, go over that nutrition and why that's important. I'm going to walk you through the workout, go over each movement individually, explain exactly why I'm doing it, and give you any tips or tricks that I have for those movements. So stick around, we're going to make some food. Okay, this meal is not very exciting, but it is great for your pre-workout meal. We've got 6 egg whites, 1 whole egg. We got a half cup of oats with some almond milk. Hack here, if you throw some monk fruit sweetener in your oats, that's gonna give it some flavor, 0 calories. And that everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's is amazing on eggs. So if you haven't tried that, definitely try that out. Then we got a scoop of the Alpha Lion protein powder, the Cocoa Puffs flavor, very chocolatey. If you're into that, definitely check that out. I am sponsored by them, so if you use code PERK, P-E-R-K, you get 10% off and support me, so thanks for that. So I'll throw the macros up on the screen here so you have them. This is a great option for a pre-workout meal. So you want to shoot to eat this somewhere between an hour to an hour and a half before your first working set. So I'm going to eat this now and head to the gym, and we'll see you there. Before every workout, we're going to do a 5-minute warm-up, and I'm doing it on the Stairstepper for this one. Just to get the blood moving, especially on leg day, you want to get the blood moving in your legs. So I prefer the Stairstepper or stationary bike for these. Just 5 minutes, get the blood moving before we head over to, stretching out and getting ready for our first working set. So I forgot to film it, but I usually do a foam roller, on my hamstrings, my quads and calves, and then do a couple different dynamic stretches before doing some leg swings. And then jumping right into it. So on the hack squat here, I usually do a plate on either side and then add another one just for 2 warm-up sets. Not going crazy, not doing too many reps, just getting used to the weight as we get a little bit heavier. And then jumping on this here for my first working set. You'll notice a lot of guys use bands with the hack squat at the top, pulling up. And that just helps at the bottom of the rep range, so that's going to make it easier for you to get out of the hole. It also makes it easier to push around a little bit more weight, so there's that. I prefer not to do that though. Now you don't want to see your lower back and butt come off the pad at the bottom here. So if it is coming off the pad, a solution to that is adjusting your foot position. You probably have to move your feet up a little bit higher, maybe a little bit wider. But just play around with your foot position until you feel like you're getting a good stretch on your quads at the bottom of the movement, but your lower back and butt aren't coming off the pad. Now we're going to really push ourselves here. On each of these sets, we're going to do an RPE of 9. We're really close to failure, if not going to failure. And don't be afraid to go to complete failure on these. I know it's a little scary to go to failure on a hack squat, like how am I going to get out of this? But you do have enough room at the bottom if you do fail to actually get out of it, I guess depending on how flexible you are. But yeah, don't be afraid. Push yourself as hard as you can on these. I'm going to do these for 4 sets at 6 to 8 reps. Okay, moving on, we're going to hit a leg press next. And I love this leg press machine. It's a little bit different than the traditional leg press machine. It has you sitting upright with the foot platform straight out in front of you. I think there's probably minor differences functionally between that and a normal leg press, but I just prefer this machine, and I have access to it, so I'm going to use it. Again, same thing as the hack squat. We don't want to see our lower back and butt come off the pad here, off the seat. That's just going to put unnecessary tension and torque on your lower back, and we don't want that. So if you find that your lower back's hurting during the leg press, you make some adjustments to fix that. Don't let your knees come up as far to your chest, don't go as deep, and you can adjust your foot position on the pad here too to solve that problem. Now in between sets, I like to hit my legs with the Theragun here. It kind of keeps the blood moving in that area, and I feel like it helps me recover between sets. I don't know if that's true or if that's just a psychological benefit of using the Theragun, but I love hitting my legs with that gun between sets. We're hitting this leg press machine for 4 sets at 8 to 10 reps. We're going to keep it heavy. I'm only doing 1 leg day a week right now, so I'm going to push myself on all of these movements. Okay, next up we're going to move over to one of my favorite new machines, the Pendulum Squat Pro. And I know that a lot of you probably don't have this at your gym, but if you do have it at your gym, I'd take advantage of it. This is basically just a safer version of a back squat. Everything's more controlled and you have safety bars, and it kind of forces you to have, good form while you're squatting. And so I've really enjoyed progressively overloading this machine, without that injury risk. And it looks like for this set that my foot placement's a little bit far forward, so I would move it back a little bit to make an adjustment there to stay a little more upright. But I'm going to go pretty heavy with these. I'm going to hit 4 sets at 6 to 8 reps. Now, because we have 3 pretty heavy compound movements in a row, I'm not going to hit Romanian deadlifts for my hamstrings, which I would normally do. It's my favorite movement for hamstrings. Adding another heavy compound movement's just unnecessary. So we're going to do lying leg curls here. We're going to go a little bit lighter on the weight, a little bit higher on the reps, and just focus on time under tension with the leg curls and really feeling that mind muscle connection with these. I'm going to do these for 3 sets at like 15 to 20 reps. Okay, we're going to hit our quads with some leg extensions. One of the biggest tips I can give you here is to really grab hold of those handles on the side of the machine and pull your butt into the seat. You want to keep your butt tight into the seat. So those handles are there for a reason, so pull yourself in tight while you're doing these. Now I'm going to do 4 sets of these. I'm going to do a set with my toes straight, a set with them turned inward, and a set with them straight and then inward again. With your toes pointing inward, that's going to bias your outer quad, and so I just want to make sure I'm hitting my quad fully. So 4 sets. We're going to do, again, higher reps with these, 15 to 20 reps. We're going to move on. We're going to hit calves next. Now I hit calves with legs, but I also sprinkle them in throughout the week at the end of other workouts. So you should be hitting calves 3 or 4 times a week. I'm going to do 3 sets of these at 15 to 20 reps. Okay, I'm going to finish up doing a burnout of walking lunges. I'm going to do these body weight, and I'm just going to do as many reps as possible. So I'm just going to lunge until I'm completely burnt out. So that's going to finish up the leg day. Now I wouldn't normally do cardio after legs, but because I'm in a cut right now, I got to get my cardio in. So I'm going to do 20 minutes here on the Stairstepper at the end of the workout. So I'm going to finish this up, and I'll see you back at the house for our post-workout meal. Very boring and very unappetizing looking meals for this workout today, but this is one of my favorites, one of my go-tos, and I have no problems eating like the same thing every day. I know that everyone's not wired that way, but I always eat ground turkey. It's one of my favorite protein sources, and I'll usually throw in salsa with it, or like a sugar-free or like 50% less sugar ketchup. And so today I'm hitting, as a post-workout meal, 200 grams of ground lean turkey with ketchup and my half scoop of whey and half scoop of casein protein shake here. And I'll eat this, and then in a few hours after this I'll hit dinner. So I'll throw the macros up on the screen here so you can see that. And if you're like me, you don't really care too much about the taste of the meal, you can try this for your next post-workout meal. All right, that's gonna do it. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and we'll see you on the next one.